Hey, what's up? This here's the Northwest Chi-Town Coven.
Ask those witches to meet with me beforehand so we could discuss something. Oh, Theodora is summoning me to allow her to pass through the Zoom. Where have you been?
Forgive me, High Priestess Artemisia. I've been helping the young witch Stella. She's doing a project on witch names and their meaning. Oh, she wanted me to ask you, what is the meaning behind your name, Artemisia?
Oh, it means bitter tasting plant.
Oh, that is lovely.
Oh, I know.
One has to watch these young witches every second, you know. They're always trying to get out of their responsibilities.
So true, so true. Oh, here's Altara. 1 minute.
High Priestess. So sorry, I'm late. I met this sexy devil worshiper on the internet and I didn't want to end the conversation.
Spare us the details, please.
For devil's sake, Theodora, don't make me curse you.
I'm sorry, I'm just stressed.
Yes, this virus has really tormented our entire coven.
I mean, when will it end? You know, I haven't been with a new warlock in weeks.
I'm shocked that this could happen in this day and age.
You know, I heard that this pandemic was predicted back in 1972 on an episode of that TV show, Bewitched.
That's nonsense.
I was enlightened to the causality by the grand mystic herself. A witch who was sitting on an outdoor veranda at a Starbucks, just minding her own business, you know, and suddenly an infected hog-nosed bat that had just eaten a poison berry off a rowan tree flew over and barfed right in her double soy latte with an extra shot. And unbeknown to her, she drank the latte, started an epidemic, and the rest is history.
And now, here we are.
Yes, here we are.
You know, all this distancing has dulled my magical prowess. I mean, I've tried teleporting during the full moon and everything went awry. I feel like such a neophyte. Theodora, let me experiment on you.
No way. Last time you used me for a blind bat, I was stuck with a flock of vultures in my portal for 3 days. They kept eating my animal sacrifices.
I swear on my amulet that it will not happen again. Here, I will send you this.
Fine.
Wicker, buck, ravens, the hinterland aurora. Carry this sacrifice to the witch, Theodora. Infernal places.
You're off. To correct this issue, try chanting, "By the starless sky with no moon, I cast my magic from night until noon." 3 times will you burn a red candle.
I'll give it a tumble.
All right, well, if you two are done whining about your problems, we have much bigger toads to dewart.
Now, what is the problem?
Oh, wait, Locasta and Katrina are joining us. Okay. Where have you two been?
Hey, I told Katrina I would materialize into the Zoom 3 minutes late.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, all right then. High Priestess Artemisia. Frontera will be 3 minutes late.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Locasta will be 3 minutes late. Or was it Theodora? Oh, well, yes. Look.
And why are you late, Katrina?
Well, I didn't see your email. Ooh. Oh, there I am.
Artemisia, why are we here?
Sister Melon has decided that the council's declaration does not apply to her.
Malin reminds me of a babe lost in the wood.
Oh, that's my favorite midnight snack.
I thought we would hasten an intervention now, here, today.
You're being a little dramatic.
We have no choice. As you know, witches are very mystifying, and it is almost impossible to identify one from afar.
It is true. I know. I cannot recognize a witch. I don't know until I can get close enough to examine their speech patterns and their mannerisms. And
Your point.
For this reason, to identify each other, we must wear our witches' hats when we are mingling with humans. This virus is highly contagious.
What's an intervention?
Oh, an intervention, Katrina, is when we vex and bully rag another witch for not behaving like we want them to.
Although I do enjoy a spirited vexing for no legitimate reason, this is really for Malon's own good.
I don't like to point fingers.
I predict this is going to be a disaster.
now, Lacosta, Artemisia is trying to look out for Malin. I hear she's been attending large mortal festivities without protection.
No, a witch could get an infection and not in a good way.
Protection has saved me from many viruses, I am sure.
Hey, Malin is a grown witch. Let her make her own choices. And what about the rest of us? Hey, I like my human existence. I mean, right now, I'm stuck down here, trapped in hell with a bunch of sweaty warlocks.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well, what about me? My bills are piling up, and the only jobs left are soothsayer at Bayou Betty's or lead shiner at the Crystal Ball Factory.
Hey, Bayou Betty's has got dental.
True.
Stop being so selfish! We have to do what's best for all witches.
Fine. Can we conjure up some speed, please?
Malin is just a few minutes out. Now, when she gets here, follow my lead.
Hey, Katrina, I'm going to teleport this to you, okay?
Cool.
Okay. Uptown, downtown, towers of Marina. Deliver my offering to the witch, Katrina. Let me have it.
I have it. Is this right?
My broomstick.
Tara, you're trying too hard. Here, let me help you. Stand up and hop on one foot counterclockwise.
Okay.
Hag. Thank you.
Wait, what are you all doing here?
We're having a meeting.
But High Priestess, you told
Never
me
mind what I told you, okay? We are all here to talk with you.
to talk to me.
Yes, your fellow witches and I are concerned. Ever since this nasty Contagion 13 hit our coven, we feel that you have not been following the Grand Mystic's guidelines for dwelling in the realm and wearing protective gear.
Okay, well, the Grand Mystic is an idiot.
Malin, you need to take this seriously.
I predict a tragedy in your future if you continue to ignore the warnings.
Aren't you all being a little hard on Ellen? I mean, after all, none of us have the virus.
How do you know you don't have the virus?
Maybe Artemisa's right, Ellen.
Okay, Katrina, you just told me you went to the Antique Roadshow the other day.
Katrina?
I told you I don't like to point fingers.
Well, did you at least wear your witch hats?
I most certainly did.
And I wouldn't be caught burned at the stake in that thing.
Well, you either have to wear your hat or stay in your realm.
I can't stay here.
Why not?
I traversed through the gateway of sulfur. So, I don't know, every time I rub my thighs together, I practically start a fire.
Try some waning moon oil with a touch of some maiden's balm.
Ooh, I never thought of that combination. Okay, thanks.
Thank you for reminding me, Malin. I realized as soon as this nasty contagion 13 hit our coven, we all had to flee to the nearest gateway to become impervious. So, you know, I took shelter via the gateway of the wind, and clearly it's been hell on my hair.
Oh, I haven't been able to get my hair ratted in weeks.
Yes, we all have hair issues, Tara, but let's, move along. So, tell me, my sister witches, through which gateway did you fly to dwell in your realm? Theodora.
I drifted through the gateway of the sun.
Soltara.
I penetrated through the gateway of the moon.
Lucasta.
Whizzed here via the gateway of fire.
And Katrina.
Well, when I heard gateway, I ran to the nearest one, so now I'm at the Gateway Drug Rehab Center. Which reminds me, how long will this meeting take? I have a group therapy session in about an hour.
Katrina, I didn't know you did drugs.
Oh, I don't.
Can we move this along, please?
Malin, you have to wear your hat around mortals in the streets and at their gatherings.
What's the big deal? I mean, okay, young witches like me under 100 years old, we don't show symptoms, so.
Yes, but you could still be a carrier of 13. And you could give that to an older witch, and that would be catastrophic.
I don't go to the same mortal gatherings as those old witches.
Well, how do you know? Some older witches, look very youthful, like me. All right, well, you see my point. Now, I espouse all the reasons why witches should wear their hats.
Please proceed, Artemisia.
I'm trying, Theodora, thank you. All right, first, since we don't know who has the virus, we must stay away from them and they from you.
Well, I'm only one witch, and if I don't really wear my hat, who cares?
Well, it only takes one witch, one infected witch, to start an epidemic. I mean, just look at what happened with that witch, with her double soy latte.
Who?
Yep. Dwelling in your realm will help stop the spread of the virus.
Oh, I like to take belladonna and mix it with hemlock and the urine of a jackal, and I rub it all over my hands before and after I go out.
Well, does it help?
Help what?
Take a leg here, come on.
Okay, do you really think I could get Contagion 13? I'm healthy and strong, so...
Why take the chance?
Because my mortal friends will laugh at me if I wear that stupid hat, and I don't really care to be alone. Besides, okay, still, everything feels normal, and, I mean, are you sure this is even real?
As a witch, you should know that the most dangerous things are things you cannot see and cannot feel.
That is an excellent point, Lucasta.
At this mischievous moment, it is time for us to partake of our Chi-Town chalices.
You are killing me here.
Oh, come on. is the time to tell the tragedies of past witch pandemics that nearly excised our species.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to.
Okay, but let's move the broom, ladies.
Okay, so Tara and I will start. Once upon a time, over 100 years ago, disease raged through thousands of covens. Out of nowhere and without warning, witches became allergic to straw.
Which, of course, this was a big problem because we could no longer ride our brooms without breaking out in a rash. I mean, can you just imagine trying to hook up with someone with this nasty discharge oozing out of every part of your body?
And now, because of our breakouts, the lowly mortals could quickly identify us. Witch hunts were prevalent and led to a massive reduction in population.
It wasn't until the smart, sexy, hot witch doctors of that time discovered that if we mixed bat's blood and fat of unbaptized children into our broom ointment, that we could counteract the allergen.
And that's why we still smear those ingredients all over our brooms today.
And now hooking up is no problem.
Okay, is that even true?
Of course it is, dear. All right, now Locasta and Katrina will tell us their tale of woe.
We will?
Yes, proceed.
I'll start. Back in 1939, covens all over America realized that a simple bucket of water thrown on a witch would have horrible consequences.
Holy hemlock, what did we do?
We went through years of pain and suffering. We could no longer take showers or wash dishes with our hands or even drink an ordinary glass of water. We were only possum's blood would quench our thirst.
I still like to drink opossum's blood mixed with flat tire beer and vodka.
Ooh, what do you call this intoxicating mixture?
Russian roadkill.
Ooh, now, how many parts of each ingredient?
First, you take 2 parts.
Okay, can we move on here, please? Thank you.
Fine.
Anyway, the most excellent and most powerful witch doctors developed an antidote, and the grand mystic herself ordered every witch to consume it until it was no longer. And that's why today, if you throw a bucket of water on a witch, nothing happens.
Thank the spirits for that.
So you see, Malin, we must listen to our supreme witch doctors and conjurers who throughout history have saved our witch coven from these terrible threats.
Okay, I get it. I should listen to the experts.
Right.
But I do have one quick question.
Your question will have to wait. I see that it is now midnight on the night of the full moon, and we will now draw down the moon so that I may become the moon goddess incarnate.
Wait, but what about the intervention?
Let us chant and dance and sing to evoke the goddess. Moi.
Mooning's over. Let's quicken the wicket.
Malin, what is your question?
Okay. Why don't these healers examine every witch? I mean, if you have contingent 13, then you should dwell in your realm, sure. But if you don't, then it's time to party.
A contagion 13 test can only happen by the light of the full moon. A Romani nurse with amber hair must capture the moonlight in an apparatus similar to a flashlight, and the examiner shines that radiance directly on the witch's forehead and holds a scroll behind her head with the words, Ghost says, boo, I see you. And if the nurse can see the words through her skull, then the witch has the virus.
And who has time to track down a Romani nurse?
Exactly. So the only practical thing to do is only test those who show symptoms or have been around another witch with the virus.
Oh, I just love a thorough examination.
Always fail examinations.
Okay, what are the Contagion 13 symptoms?
When I hear that a lack of libido is a warning sign, which sounds dreadful.
The worst symptoms are inability to cast a spell, poison an apple, jinx, perform voodoo, or make deals with the devil.
Okay, that's really frightening.
And that's why we're dwelling in.
Speaking of which, let us share with Malin how we keep ourselves engaged during this age of dwelling in the realm. Theodora?
There's nothing beyond the gateway of the sun, so I am using the sun's radiation for baking. And right now, I'm scorching up all the foods featured in those lovely old nursery rhymes, and so far, I've made curds and whey, 9 days old peas pudding hot, and 4 and 20 blackberry pie.
Okay, that's gross and fattening.
Oh, well, maybe to you, but Sora, the sun demon, has it bad for my treats.
Very resourceful. Zoltara?
Yes, well, I spend most of my time on Cinder, where I stay connected to a variety of lovers, and we share ideas, if you understand my meaning. And there's this one really sexy warlock. He has this huge
that's enough. We really don't need to hear more from you. It's fine. Okay. Lucasta.
Well, after passing through the gateway of fire, I thought it'd be fun to teach myself how to fire eat. And after, the blisters went away, turns out it was a blast.
Oh, no, too painful.
Katrina, what are you doing to keep yourself busy, dear?
Oh, the usual things you do in rehab, detox, drug therapy, blaming my parents, stuff like that.
Okay, then. So you see, Malin, there are plenty of things that you can do that you never had time before to do.
I mean, I guess I could probably start a match factory with all this sulfur.
That's the spirit.
So Malin, to be a proper witch in witch society, we must think of others and not just ourselves, right?
You're right. I'll stop being so selfish.
And you will wear your witch's hat when blending with the mortals.
Okay, I will.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let us all adorn our witches' hats in solidarity with Malin and the Northwest Chi-Town Coven.
So, are we done?
One more thing. I would like everyone to take a moment to say why witches are important.
Ooh.
Well, I guess that's a good idea.
Malin?
Witches give cats a home.
Witches live for a very long time, so we are experienced, very experienced in everything. And when I do mean everything.
Witches fly fast on the rooms.
Witches are spellbinding creatures.
Witches are magical.
Let's face it, witches make Halloween a lot more fun.
All right. Now let's advise our lowly mortal friends and what they should do during their pandemic.
Wash your hands multiple times a day for 20 seconds and don't touch your face.
Well in your realm, and isolate yourself if you don't feel well.
Avoid physical touching and don't gather in large groups.
Yes. Be kind and be part of the solution, not the problem. And remember, this won't last forever.
And what else?
Where your
We have accomplished what we set out to do, and I think our Zooming has been a success.
I just want to say how much I miss all of you, and I can't wait until we meet again in person in the graveyard or on the hill.
I miss you so much.
Wait. Before we go, I have one more question.
Yes, Katrina, what is your question?
Does my butt look big in these pants?
Okay, sisters. Well, this has been great until we meet again.
I take leave. Oh God. Through the gateway of sulfur. Oh, it always smells like eggs. Oh.
I take leave through the gateway of the moon. I'm coming, boys.
I take leave through the gateway of the sun. Oh, my timer's going off.
I'll take leave as soon as I can find my counselor. Hello. Oh, there you are.
Do we have to go already?
I'm afraid we do.
I take leave through the gateway of fire.
I miss those witches. All right, well, I take leave through the gateway of the wind. Here we go.